Christian Coleman is now officially the fastest man on the planet.
Christian Coleman is a world champion! We are away first time. Coleman got a solid start, but not a spectacular one, but he's into his running now. Gatlin's trying to go with him, but it's going to be Coleman's night here in the night sky of Doha.
He ran 9.76 seconds, a new personal best, and it makes him the 6th fastest man ever. It's been a fantastic start to your career. You're still only 23 years of age.
Yeah.
How do you reflect on everything that's happened to you so far?
Man, I mean, it's been a crazy journey and a crazy ride, but you know, I wouldn't change anything for the world. You know, it went from like being 18 years old, trying to decide like what I want to do with my life, and got to college my freshman year. It was all right, but just not where I wanted to be. My sophomore year got a little better, and you know, made the Olympic team. You know, just kind of took off from there in the World Championships, and then last year, you know, my first year as a professional. Everything's happened so fast and in a short amount of time, but everything, you know, I've gained a lot of experience, and I think it'll help me in the rest of my career. So.
Everyone talks about that race in 2017 in London. No one really knew who you were, I suppose.
Right.
What was your overriding emotion at the end of the race? Because you came second and did well to only just lose to Justin Gatlin, but you also beat Usain Bolt, but you were not far off from winning.
Yeah.
So were you disappointed, or were you still happy that you did so well?
So going into the World Championships, like you said, I mean, I wasn't really expected to perform, you know, at that high of a level.
The final individual race from the greatest of all time. Jamaican at the moment is going to be Coleman. Justin Gatlin with a time of 9.92 seconds is the world champion here in London. His teammate Christian Coleman, 2/100ths of a second behind, picks up the silver for a US 1-2, and Usain Bolt in his final individual race runs 9.95 seconds for bronze.
Coming up short of that small of a margin, you know, 0.2 of a second, you know, it was that bit of disappointment right afterwards. You know, I'm like, if I had just done this a little bit better, if I had executed a little bit better, I don't know, you know, I could have came out with the win, just me being a competitor. Right afterwards, you know, I had that disappointing feeling, but then, you know, I had to change my perspective and just like, you know, after a long season to come here and to come out with a medal, I'm really grateful for that. And so I wouldn't change anything for the world.
You touched on your competitive spirit, and that's what keeps you going. Is that why you've decided to double up as a 200-metre athlete as well? Because I suppose a lot of athletes would want to remain fresher for just one event, but you decide to keep going on other events and train twice as hard, you know, to get more success. Why is that? Yeah,
definitely, because I mean, I'm a sprinter, you know. I'm not just a 100-meter sprinter. I'm not just a 60-meter guy. You know, I'm a track athlete, and I feel like if you can run, you can run. You can do this 60, 1, 2, 4. You know, doesn't matter. You know, I just so happen to be really good at the 60 and 100 that a lot of people don't recognize me that I can, you know, also run a 200-meter.
Rogers in 2, Simbine 3, the Commonwealth champion. Baker in 4, Prescott in 5. Coleman goes in 6, third from left. Blake 7.
Dead.
Well, really good start there in lane 3 from Simbine. I thought Baker got left a little bit there, and certainly Prescott's having a tough race. Going brilliantly, though, is Coleman. Look at Coleman, he's a metre clear, a metre and a half clear. And look at the clock, 9.79, the 7th fastest time in history.
Last year, Coleman came back from an early season hamstring injury to clock 9.79, the world's fastest time since the Rio Olympics. His performances have prompted some to call him the next Usain Bolt, something that doesn't faze him. One thing you might be tired of hearing, is Christian Coleman the next Usain Bolt. Is that something that bothers you in any way? Because obviously it's wonderful to be compared to such a brilliant athlete, but would you rather concentrate on just being the best version of yourself?
Definitely. But I mean, I don't get tired of the comparisons. To me, it's an honor to have my name associated with a guy like Usain Bolt, who transcended the sport to just a whole new level in a different life. Like, he's a celebrity, not just a track celebrity, but a global icon. And to have my name attached to somebody like that is definitely an honor. But I also have to remind people that I'm different in my character, my charisma, my height, my look, and everything. I'm just a completely different guy. So I can't live my life and have my career just trying to chase after him. Maybe in the next 10 years I can have people saying who's going to be the next Christian Coleman. So that's just all I'm focusing on. Just focus on leaving my own path.
Just like Usain Bolt and Justin Gatlin, Coleman also has a great rivalry. His is with Noah Lyles, who mainly focuses on the 200-metre event.
Now people are talking about yourself and Noah Lyles being two fastest sprinters in the next biggest rivalry when it comes to athletics. Is that something you've thought about? Is that something you've paid particular attention to?
I think so. I think that's just up to the media to try to, put together those type of rivalries and those type of storylines or whatever. And then the rest will just take care of itself, which is me just focusing on my lane and trying to win races, trying to be as fast as I can be, trying to get better and better each meet. And I can't focus on anybody else's story and career. I can just focus on me, and if it just so happens that we're the two best in the world, and in a rivalry is created, then so be it. But I'm gonna just focus on me, and we'll see what happens in the future.